In the meantime, Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro Jr. pushed for a united ASEAN stance on the 2016 Arbitral Award during the 2026 MilOps Summit in Kuala Lumpur, even as he drew sharp criticism from Davao 1st District Representative Paulo Duterte over his firm position on the West Philippine Sea. The palace described the lawmaker's position as very alarming, leaving his loyalty to the country in question. Patrick De Jesus tells us the full report.
Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro Jr. is pushing for a united ASEAN position on the 2016 Arbitral Award. He made the call during his participation in the International Military Law and Operations Strategic Engagement, or MILOPS 2026, hosted by the U.S. Pacific Command in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia this Monday. In front of defense and military leaders from various countries gathered here in Malaysia for MILOPS 2026, Secretary Teodoro stressed that the 2016 Arbitral Award cannot remain a zone of neutrality for ASEAN amid China's continuing threats. He also said that the Philippines has set a good example in upholding international law. The Defense Secretary emphasized the Philippines' strategic importance as the convergence area between the South China Sea and the Pacific Ocean, highlighting its crucial role to ASEAN and the rest of the world.
No other ASEAN country, I repeat, has that. Which is why also, obviously, the Philippines is a principal target of a country which has no access to the Pacific. It follows that ensuring Philippine entitlements as a whole under UNCLOS and the Arbitral Award is in ASEAN's interest.
Meanwhile, the DND chief brushed off the criticism directed at him by Davao 1st District Representative Paulo Duterte. Congressman Duterte said that if having a different view on the West Philippine Sea is considered being traitor, then the Defense Secretary should just file a case. Duterte also questioned whether there is a need to demonize China when other countries also lay claim to parts of the West Philippine Sea. The lawmaker further asked whether soldiers would allow a war to be the result of the Defense Secretary's ego. Teodoro, however, said the Armed Forces of the Philippines clearly understands its duty.
Well, characterization niya yun. Huh? What are our soldiers doing every day? But fighting for the interests of the Philippines. Right? Now, will we go to war for that? That's up to China. What we're doing is correct. And ayon sa sinabi ko dito, lahat ng gawain natin may basis sa international law yan eh.
Teodoro also clarified that Administrative Order No. 29, signed by former President Noynoy Aquino in 2012 to strengthen the Philippines' policy on the West Philippine Sea, was the basis for his statement that public officials who support China should consider resigning from their posts.
Batas yan. No? At sinabi ko, ang dilema or ng mga kailangan tumupad nito dahil, regulation yan, force and effect of law. And it puts a person na public officer in an awkward situation kung salungat yung gawa, hindi yung paniwala, yung gawa tungkol dito. Hindi ka naman pwedeng humingi ng resignation basta-basta eh. Kung walang violation eh. Halal yan eh.
Malacanang, for its part, expressed support for Secretary Teodoro.
Kung kay Congressman Pulong Duterte ay pinag-uusapan ang loyalty ng Pilipinas, or rather ng mga Pilipino sa Pilipinas, lubhang katakataka. Very alarming para sa isang katulad niya na mambabatas na lubhang para nagpapakita na ang kanyang loyalty ay hindi solido sa Pilipinas.
Philippine Coast Guard spokesperson for the West Philippine Sea, Rear Admiral J. Tariela, also responded.
Hindi naman natin kailangang i-demonize ang China dahil sa pang-araw-araw na ginagawa nila sa West Philippine Sea, sa encroachment, sa aggression, sa bullying sa ating mga isdang Pilipino. Yun nga yung surprising dito kay Congressman Duterte. Kapag may insidente, hindi sila nag-i-statement. Kapag nakakapagsalita tayo against sa People's Republic of China, nagbibigay sila ng statement.
From Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, Patrick De Jesus for The Nation.